What a peaceful way to start out a live post here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. 2 rescued residents, lions Leo and Mansa, actually siblings that were reunited after 11 or so years after being separated, now living together, wild at heart, here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. Hey, Lauren, Elizabeth, Lynn, Susan, Casano, thank you for those 50 stars. Mighty kind of you. What's up, Matt Robinson? Hello, Wildcats. Let's see who else is here. Sharon Yu says beautiful. Leo and Mansa are certainly beautiful animals. Hey, VJ from Nova Scotia, Canada. What a beautiful part of the world. And Mansa's, I love how she always takes an alternative means to getting to the bottom of her perch or platform. You can see there's the steps on either side like Leo is sitting on, but Mansa kind of always opting for the outside route there. And I admit I was kind of looking at both of these lions. It's a little bit of a hot day here. We have some lingering humidity from some of the storms that we've had. Not only did we have that kind of nasty bout over the weekend, but yesterday we kind of had a flurry of storms moving through Sandstone and across greater Minnesota as well. So dealing with a little bit of the humidity, but you guys know that we have all things necessary to keep our residents cool and safe, be it shade structures like Mansa just went into. She's got her indoor bedroom she can lie down in, lots of water sources for her to cool off. And it's nice to see the cats really kind of choosing, you know, they know like, well, you know, I'm going to hang out in the sun. I just had my meal. I'm going to get my vitamin D, but I don't want to get too hot now. It's a good thing I have that shade structure. So cool to see Mansa heading under there. Let's see who else is here. Laura Reed. Good morning to Rhonda Lynn. A good morning to Sue Fott. A big yawn from Lion Leo. Good morning, Melanie. I love seeing all the new names. Hey, Barbara. Kelly Anderson is here. Good morning to you, and thank you for wishing Majestic Leo a good morning as well. Lauren Elizabeth Lynn tagging the cat crew. Hey, Ann Lou. Good morning to you. Lay. Good morning. I hope you're having a great day as well. Now, while Leo is doing some grooming there, caretakers just wrapped up with feeding here in Wild Woodlands. I was kind of keeping my fingers crossed that we'll see Leopard Shazam saunter out of his indoor bedroom after wrapping up his meal and we can spend some time with him. If you subscribe to our e-newsletter, let me see, I got a couple more hellos to get to before I start talking, Leo. D. Golub, checking in from California. Nice to have you, Lynn. Hey, Maria Vane. Let's see, who else can we say hi to? Lori Pringle. Jeremy Snap, morning to you. Cynthia Boatwright saying, gonna ignore this since I already said good morning to everyone. Well, I'm gonna say good morning to you, Cynthia. I know you said hi to the cat crew. But as I was saying, Mr. Leo, I'm gonna zoom out here to give some perspective as to how green and amazing his habitat is right now. You can see Mansa just kind of tucked away under that platform below Leo. Anyways, if you subscribe to our e-newsletter, this morning we sent out a new e-newsletter, and it was disclosing some pretty awesome information. We have, are you coming to say hi to the paparazzi? He says, I need a drink of water. Let me get out of your way. Oh. And just as I was starting to get rolling on my point, Mr. Leo, is that we have the memorial auction that has started today. We have lots and lots of beloved residents who have come through the Wildcat Sanctuary to call TWS their forever home. And their legacies live on. They live on through Leo. They live on through all of our staff members, our interns. And we have lots of those keepsakes from those special cats that we've been holding on to. And we've accumulated enough where we have an awesome amount that we'll be able to turn into some of these auction items. I am lucky enough to have only been at the Wildcat Sanctuary for 4 years, but there are tons of cats who I've been fortunate to learn about, fortunate enough to learn their stories and how they got here and how they've made a difference for cats that have come after them. And I know that there is just going to be more than a handful of items that might pull a few of those heartstrings. I know Diablo Guapo has some items, who is a beloved past resident. Carlos Ball, that he loved to knock around, has been turned into a lamp, which is absolutely spectacular. Thinking of a few more items, we have Mohan. He has some artwork as well as a little keychain that he scratched up for everyone. And really an amazing spread of memorial auction items, so you guys can cherish those cats in an extra special way. And I can only imagine some of you have snooped around on the memorial auction page, the Bidding Owl website that we set it up through. So I certainly would be interested in some of those items that caught your eye. I'm going to check in on the cheetahs over here, since Mr. Leo decided to tell the paparazzi off. And that's just kind of a good little learning point. You can see Leo, he came down from his platform, he kind of walked up to me. I was looking at his tail, and he was telling me to kind of keep moving, Buster, so I'm going to do exactly that. So we're going to check in with the cheetahs here. And notoriously, I get bad service right here, but we'll hang out for as long as we can. I don't know if we should hang out as long as we can. We're out of here. Bumpy ride. We're going to keep moving, everyone. We typically run into some connection issues right at the cheetahs there, so we're going to keep things moving. Let's see if Ramsey's out. Doesn't look like Ramsey's out. Admittedly, we did have a little bit of a plan today. We were going to do Bobcats Henry and Haley. But Henry and Haley are wanting to do their own thing this morning and weren't too keen on shifting in so we could place the enrichment. So we're just going to do a little sanctuary stroll this morning, and hopefully I can get some good service and catch up with all the comments too, since I've been walking around. The Bobcat, she'd be a plus. Thanks for joining us today here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. We are doing a little bit of a sanctuary stroll. That internet's popping in and out, but I appreciate everyone's patience and sticking with us. I'm looking for Bobcat Tau, who I can only imagine is in one of the many shade spots distributed within her free-roaming habitat. So I'm going to do my best to find this pretty lady. We can always see if Bobcat Bogart is out too. You can always check in on Shadow as well. I have my little perfume. Let's see. No Tau. Everybody's doing their own thing this morning here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. And Shadow, who I can only assume is by the entrance to her indoor bedroom, clamoring for the attention of caretakers. So we'll let her keep doing that. Yowzer! And they're cleaning feline meadows right now, which means those cats are shifted inside. We certainly could get the cat's eye view. Maybe I'll poke around to see if I can catch some images of some cougars, maybe Langley or Noah or Denoma. Jessica Wynn saying the internet connection stinks today. I agree. I agree, and I try not to let things get my goat in life, but one of the things that gets my proverbial goat is this darn internet connection. Just kind of scanning the Five Wild Group's habitat. I'm seeing lots of where there were cuddle puddles, plenty of depressions in the grass. Certainly sites for where cuddle puddles have happened. maybe we can poke around, and Noah has a kind of really amazing. Caretakers certainly are even cutting down the grass that they're letting overgrow and still mowing the pathways, but it's really always entertaining as to how effective the cats are at secluding themselves within their free roaming habitats when they want to. I don't see anybody under their tree. Maybe we'll go check back in with Leo and Mansa, and we just would have made a big loop. I can see Alyssa and her caretaker wrapping up some cleaning in the Tiger Trio's yard. Maybe if we're not going to see cats today, we at least can see some stuff that's constructive. Caretakers always motoring around. If they're not feeding, they're cleaning. If they're not cleaning, they're prepping food. If they're not prepping food, they're probably doing more cleaning. And life goes on here at the Wildcat Sanctuary, and it's the classic day-to-day where the interns and the staff members are grinding away for the cats, and it is something special. Maybe I'll go check in on Blaze in Aspen. I see Leo's still patrolling around, mister. Jeremy Snap saying it's actually so awesome, pretty awesome that they have so much privacy that you can't find them. That is one of the aspects that I do enjoy, Mr. Leo, is that the support from our amazing followers and donors afford the cats these types of spaces. And we really mean it when we say free roaming and natural. We really try to emulate that here. And it's really cool that you guys identify with that as well. Now, I had sprayed some spray for Shazam. I have some perfume water on me. So I'm gonna maybe see if he found any of my scents. Otherwise, I can always go around the corner to see if Tarek and Paulina are out. We can check in on Dash. But maybe today's just the Wildcat Sanctuary workout where Judson just kind of walks around and gets some little cardio in. But nonetheless, indeed, today is the beginning of our memorial auction. I was hoping to have a little bit more of a stagnant backdrop. Leo's doing some singing wherever he is. Somewhere in the jungle there. Somewhere within that free roaming habitat is a lion singing a happy song. Maybe see if Mansa's still napping. A little bit of a lion opera, VJ Allison. But as I was saying, yeah, I was hoping for a little bit better of a backdrop so I could hone in my talking points on our memorial auction. But by now, I'm sure many of you, if you're subscribed to our e-newsletter, have already checked it out. But kind of just the important things that you need to know. The most important thing is that bidding, I can't see you, Miss Mansa. Bidding ends this Friday, July 15th at 11 a.m. And the bidding is live right now. You can find the link right on our website. I can only imagine Molly and Jamie have linked that in the comments of this live post as well. And the great thing too about that website, we'll certainly be reminding you throughout the week on social media, but the website will actually send you notifications and reminders if you have placed a bid on an item. Maybe you've been outbid and you need to step back up. That Bidding Out website's really great for that. Well. Man. Kind of was, when our scheduled live post didn't work out, I figured I'd be able to find some cats and spend some quality feline time with our followers and TWS Rescues. Kind of a danger zone down there near the cheetahs in terms of the connection itself. But caretakers have done their cleaning. They've done their feeding, and now Rio's got James and Sam filling up water buckets. They're going to take that UTV, make loops around Wild Woodlands here, top off all the waters. They're going to turn over any waters that are maybe accumulating any algae or anything like that. That was actually one of the reasons why we were vying for that ice maker, which we successfully were able to purchase through the Food and Wellness Center fundraiser, to add ice cubes to those water buckets. If we're able to keep those water buckets at a cooler temperature, the slower that bacteria will build up, and we're going to be able to keep those waters cooler and fresher longer. Here we go, Mr. Leo. I was following Leo for a lion song, but I think it was just a half-hearted lion song. Kristen Hurt asking, Judson, could we see Dash today? I think that would only be appropriate. We can go check in on Mr. Dash. Been trying to spend some time with the kiddos today, and truthfully, days like today, you always hear me say this, but I'll wait for the UTV to pass by. There you go, James, Sam, Rio, there we go. Everybody's waving. Everyone's waving. But I know I sound like a broken record when we do have days like today where we're maybe not able to see as many cats on a live post as we'd like to, but in essence, you know, that's really what the Wildcat Sanctuary is, a place for these rescued residents to do with their day. Oh, look at who want to do exactly what they want to do with their and it's so tremendous that, hey, maybe we're missing out on a little cat time on the live post, but knowing that those cats are somewhere in their free roaming habitat enjoying their day, that's what's important to me, Miss Daisy. What do you think, Goofy? We were just on our way to see Dashers. Chrissy's asking, when days like this, can we see the littles? You know, Chrissy, any other day, I would say yes, but we actually had a good hybrid haven day yesterday. We visited with Topper, as well as some of the other hybrid residents, and really just got an idea of the type of life Topper is going to be living. I will say that we're going to be doing a second live post to showcase some of the memorial auction items today. So there will be another live post here at TWS. I do have a scheduled live post tomorrow. We did have a scheduled one today, but sometimes that scheduling doesn't work out. So hopefully we'll have something a little more substantial tomorrow. But let's see if we can find a Tiger Dash and see how he's enjoying this sunny Tuesday. Lori, he's saying, yesterday it was great with the hybrid cats. Well, thank you, Lori. It was good to see the littles. I know we saw Dream and Kisa, two of your sponsor kiddos, so I'm sure that was fun. And look who we have here. The one and only Tiger Dash. And Dash, when I first met you, you were about the size of the bridge of your nose. And you have developed into practically an adult tiger, mister. You can see just how much he's got that sleek summer coat. You can even think back to Dash's pool party earlier this spring and how much of that winter coat that he was shedding. Yeah, you look like an adult. Holy cow. Yeah. I have some spray right here. Can I spray it on your toy? Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna put it on this ball since you're right there. I just have some perfume water that the paparazzi likes offering some of the cats. Just a water bottle that I've sprayed some perfume in and diluted it with water. So makes it easy for me where I don't have the ability to shift the cats, where I'm able to give Dash a little something stinky. But when I walked up to Dash, you might have heard me say, when I first met you, you were just this big, Dash. And Dash was an hours-old tiger cub that we found when we were called to rehome 4 big cats from a breeding facility in Indiana. Dash was found, oh, here he goes, Mr. Goofy. Dash was found hours after being born. This is the first time we have ever dealt with a cub, let alone a newborn, here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. Typically, it's not too often that you would see a cub in a sanctuary world, as we do not breed any of our rescued residents here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. But as rescues go, they can be quite unpredictable, and little did we know that we would be coming home with 5 big cats from that rehoming, and Dash being one of them. And we have lots of videos, blogs on our website, really just kind of depicting Dash's life, also talking about some of the education regarding Dash and perhaps what his life would have been like had he not come to a sanctuary like the Wildcat Sanctuary. And man, it's always a little bit surreal, Dash, whenever I come across you, to see how far you've come, what you've been spared, and just how much of an impact you've had on our supporters, and the change that you've enabled. Yeah. What do you think, Goofy? Are you hiding? I'm gonna catch up on some comments now that I got Mr. Dashers here. And Yada, you're asking about a certain scent. You know, that's a good question. I think I've seen some Victoria's Secret perfume in circulation. I couldn't tell you the exact scent, but I'm sure the cats like it. I will say that I don't think we have ever had such a supply of perfumes as we currently do right now. Well, man, we have quite the outfit of really high-end perfumes that were donated to us, all the way down to just some regular old musk and things like that. Looking at some comments here. Good afternoon, Kendra Ditto. Hope you're doing well. Been cruising around on this live post today and finally found Mr. Dashers enjoying. I can see he's kind of got this goofy look in his eye. Yeah, are you Ooh. I saw that goofy look from a mile away. That's one thing that hasn't changed with Dash, is his playful nature, and he truly holds up to the name that you earn, Mr. Dash the Destroyer. Can we chuff? Yeah, thank you. Everybody likes the chuffs. And so the chuffs are one of the few vocalizations that a tiger do. They're able to roar. They are often known for mooing. We know Tigress Pandora is a big mooer. Kind of sounds like a groan as well. And then they chuff like we just heard Dash do. And it's kind of a greeting, hello, woo! Off you go, mister. A greeting, a hello. Just a way for other tigers to communicate with each other. And of course, they often chuff at us humans as well. Well, I didn't know we'd be having fun with Mr. Dashers today. What a treat.
This is Sam James.
What a treat,
Entering Shazam's room to look at his hammock. He is confirmed locked out.
Let's see what we got here. Uh-oh. Maybe someone who's unfamiliar with the Wildcat Sanctuary and is wanting us to let our animals free, and boy oh boy do I wish it was that easy. That's definitely one of the most kind of common. You found another toy over there? Holy Hannah. That's definitely one of the most common things that I encounter when managing. Well, you're over there and I'm over here. When managing our social media pages, is kind of that knee-jerk reaction of when someone sees a cat like Dash in a cage or enclosure that they want him to be set free. And I truly could not agree with that sentiment more. But unfortunately, it's not that easy. And it's something where the cats that we have here at the Wildcat Sanctuary, they've been raised by humans. Oftentimes, the cats at TWS, they have physical or mobility issues. Oftentimes, they come to us with prior health issues. And many times, these cats are just not suitable candidates to be able to fend for themselves in the wild. Also, on top of that is Dash. Dash came from a facility where he was just being bred, and it's a captive pool of these tigers that are breeding in America. So Dash's genetics look nothing like his wild counterparts. And so that's another thing, is that these tigers, their genetics, woohoo! Yeah, are you coming back over here? Or are you going to keep playing around here? Their genetics have been so watered down that they are not going to have any kind of substantial thing to add to the genetic pool that's in the wild. But I've kind of given the long answer to things. We have an awesome little page on our website. Is just, why can't you set them free? And it's a blog where we kind of detail some of the things that we talk about and even expand on some of the things I was talking about, and really convey that we want all animals to be wild and free. And our rescues here at the Wildcat Sanctuary can't. And here are the reasons why, and here are the reasons why we are going to do everything within our power to give them the best life possible given the circumstances. Look at you, mister. What are you standing on? Oh, you're going potty. That's what you're doing. I'm like, what are you doing? It's potty time. Maybe that's why you're acting so goofy. Yeah, and there's nothing wrong. We don't need to get upset at anybody. And, I think that's kind of the age that we live in social media, and people are quick to make judgments before maybe doing their research. But always happy to do a little education and bring another person into the fold and help become an advocate for cats like Dash, who's about to stalk me. Are you? Shoo! All right, mister. We don't want you doing that, Goofy. Yeah, I had a fun day today. I think everybody had a fun day seeing Big Tiger Dash. Yeah. Big goofers. Maybe go see if I can catch Daisy. And otherwise, maybe a final loop to see if I can see Shazam. I really was holding out to see if we could get that big guy on today's live post. But hey, I really appreciate everyone's patience. Looks like we did strike gold, and we got to see Tiger Dash enjoying himself, and talked a little bit about our memorial auction. I still need to go through some more of these comments to see some of the items you guys are getting excited about. I see someone asking, you're so remote, do you have provisions if there is a fire? You bet. That is one thing about the Wildcat Sanctuary, is that we are all about preparedness, be it safety, be it protocols like extreme weather, from hot to cold, winter and summer. We're waving to the crew again. All of these extreme weather protocols, from tornadoes to fire protocols to flooding, you bet, especially when we have hundreds of rescued wildcats here that we take care of. We are always going to instill some type of protocol or establish a plan when it comes to wildfires, tornadoes, extreme weather, and things like that. I think if there's one thing that those who have been following the Wildcat Sanctuary for a little bit of time, I think there's one word that's synonymous with the Wildcat Sanctuary, and at least that I find, and that is preparedness. A little wind came out of nowhere. I like it. We're going to check in on Shazam here, everyone, to see if we can see that big guy. Oh, Lisa Parker saying Carlo's lamp is amazing. I thought that was a special item. I think that's going to be something that one of our lucky supporters is going to cherish for the rest of their days. I can't believe what Jenny, one of our faithful TWS volunteers, has crafted, and her able to make a light out of Carlo's beloved ball. I just think it's so cool. Let's see. Gonna cruise Shazam's habitat here. I see Tarek stomping around, so we'll go over and say hi to him before we sign off as well. Well, if Mr. Shazam's not over here, I can only imagine he's spending some time along his shared wall with Tarek and Polina. So we'll go over there. We'll go over there. And I appreciate everyone clarifying our stance on breeding and why our wildcats can't be set free. I see Daria is in there. I very much appreciate everyone. Let's see, Chrissy P's asking what happens like the twister that we had. Unfortunately, it wasn't an actual twister. I got a little carried away with my Wizard of Oz quoting there. But we were receiving winds in excess of 70 miles an hour yesterday. So protocols like that, we shift all the cats into their indoor buildings. We then are designated tornado shelter areas. And then, of course, we're just kind of weathering the storm and then picking up the pieces afterwards. Here's a barely visible tigress, Polina, who has kind of veiled herself in the... Oh, well, there she is. There she goes. Veiled herself in the foliage within her habitat. Holly S. is asking, how can I sponsor the cats? Holly, that's a great question, and it's really easy. We actually have a link right on our website. You can go to wildcatsanctuary.org and learn about our sponsorship program. We have 3 different tiers of sponsorships: small, medium, and large cat. And it's absolutely awesome. I'm sure there's plenty of people in the comments who can testify as to how much they enjoy supporting one of our rescued residents from afar. And that's very nice of you to ask about that and think about wanting to do something like that for the cat. Sponsorship's really an amazing thing. Well, it looks like we're going to end how we started, which is all the cats going the opposite way of the paparazzi here. But that is totally fine here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. The cats get to do what they want, and I am beholden to them. But you can stand by for another live post. That'll probably be happening around 2:30 or 3 this afternoon. Tammy's going to go live from the ACC. We have some of those auction items kind of set out so we can display and kind of wet the palate a little bit and get you guys excited about this memorial auction. I think it's a very cool thing, and it's not only, it kind of falls close to all of our hearts seeing these cats and relishing those memories that we had with them, but I think it really speaks to how much we continue to carry these with us, and I'm excited for you guys to be able to partake in that as well. All right, so I'll leave everyone with a lion butt. It looks like Leo has joined Mansa in there. But thank you again, everyone, for trucking around with me today and visiting some cats, talking memorial auction. We're talking Dash. We're talking who we are at the Wildcat Sanctuary and what we do and what we stand for. Anytime you have any questions on TWS and our mission and our vision, you can go to wildcatsanctuary.org/about. And that will give you a debrief on anything and everything you need to know about this amazing operation that we're fortunate to have so many people supporting. But for now, have a great rest of their Tuesday, everyone. And we will see you later on today so we can show off some memorial auction items. So long.